are doing well today. All right, so tried out Dr. Melaxin's calcium B12 Spicule Serum. And this has been advertised as a microneedling.
That description is why this pink bottle became more interesting than an ordinary serum. People do not just say it hydrates or makes skin look brighter. They talk about needles, microneedling, and a treatment you can feel happening under your fingertips. The sensation is real enough to film. But a sensation is not the same thing as a result. So we went looking for the missing receipt. Has anyone independently tested the spicules inside this exact Dr. Melaxin bottle? First, the part that is not internet mythology. Dr. Melaxin's own regional page names vitamin B12 wrinkle language and a completed hypoallergenic test. Under key ingredients, it gets more specific. Micro-sized spicules derived from sea sponges. The full ingredient list includes hydrolyzed sponge. The brand puts the spicule idea at the center of the product. What the page does not show beside those claims is a linked test method, particle measurement or microscope report for this bottle. To understand why that gap matters, we need to see what a spicule can look like. There is real microscope evidence in this category, but the product under that microscope must be named before the image appears because it is not Dr. Melaxin.
Call them microneedling creams or liquid microneedling. VT's Reedle Shot is the most well-known, but Medicube's Exosome Shot is another big one, and there's tons of others. They all work on the same idea. They contain tiny glass-like needles called spicules.
Dr. Sarah Hsu examined VT Reedle Shot. That is a different brand and a different formula. Her footage can tell us what the broader technology may contain. It cannot tell us the size, concentration, depth, safety, or performance of the particles in Dr. Melaxin.
I measured 3 spicules, and here's what I got. 184 microns, 191 microns, 232 microns. Those numbers are 10 to 15 times.
Those numbers are visually dramatic, and they are measurements she reports from her sample. They still belong to VT Reedle Shot. The strongest image in this episode is also the easiest one to misunderstand. That became the turn. We found ingredient lists, creator demonstrations, retail claims, and category experts. We did not locate an independent microscope measurement of this exact serum. That does not prove no test exists. It means none appeared in the public material checked for this episode. Hydrolyzed sponge supports sponge-derived material. It does not reveal particle count, dimensions, depth, or a professional treatment result. The receipt people expect from the word needles is still missing for this bottle, and the missing number is not trivia. A category can contain many formulas that share one fashionable ingredient name while using different amounts, particle specifications, and supporting ingredients. Without a product-specific measurement, the most dramatic microscope footage cannot close that gap. What we do have is a surprisingly consistent physical report. Different users apply the serum and describe something prickly, spiky, or lightly stinging. That is useful evidence of their experience. It is not evidence that the product penetrates to a particular depth or performs like a procedure.
A few days, but I definitely felt it on the first application. Kind of like a little bit spiky, but it was fine, not uncomfortable at all. But
Notice how carefully that sentence limits itself. She felt something on the first application. She did not call it painful, and she did not claim that the feeling measured a result. Another exact product reviewer described the sensation lasting longer, but reached a similarly restrained conclusion.
It does work. I do feel those little shards in my skin once I use it, and it lasts maybe about half an hour. It's not painful, it's just that you feel something.
That gives us 2 personal reports, not 2 laboratory tests. A third creator in a 5-product try-on also described a stick and a sting. Her product introduction stays attached to the later reaction, so the edit cannot turn an unidentified face touch into proof.
That it's not painful, but they say it's like microneedling. You will feel a little stick, a little sting, but nothing.
3 people can agree on a sensation and still leave the larger claim unanswered. Tingling is an observation, like microneedling is creator vocabulary. Neither one tells us particle length, channel depth, collagen change, or a wrinkle result. Repeating 10 more reactions would make the video louder, not the evidence stronger, so this is where the sensation montage stops. The longest use period we located came from Skin Spree. She used the serum for a month, but not by itself. Her routine paired it with Dr. Melaxin eye patches. That means her footage can show how she applied the products and what she personally noticed. It cannot isolate which product caused which change.
It was easy to apply. It goes on really nice, actually. And it kind of left it a bit tacky, but I've been using it for the...
That is a modest positive. Workable texture, primer-like tack, and continued use. Other records are less enthusiastic. Huahei reviewers questioned dramatic effects, found the serum unnecessary beside the cream, or disliked its absorption. An iHerb purchaser reported redness and paused use after combining it with another active. A TikTok shop reviewer reported an allergic reaction to a Cyano pink set. These are individual reports, not prevalence, diagnosis, or causation. They simply correct the illusion that every experience was glowing. The important pattern is not that one side wins the review count. It is that the reports describe several different outcomes, while the viral language often describes one spectacular transformation. There is also a commercial layer. One exact product demonstration is marked as an Amazon affiliate advertisement. Other key uploads carried no disclosure we located. That is not proof of independence or dishonesty. We use the commercial clip to show how the product is sold and how it moves on skin, not as an independent efficacy test.
It's nice and pink right here. Now, it mixes in really well to your skin. It just kind of glides.
The most reliable statement in that commercial clip is also the smallest. The serum is pink and it glides over skin. Those are visible product characteristics. The bigger transformation language still needs evidence outside the advertisement. This is where a chemist's category explanation helps, as long as we do not pretend it tested the bottle on screen.
Structural components made by marine sponges. In nature, these come in a really wide range of shapes and even sizes. You can see up there. Now,
that range is why one brand's microscope result cannot be pasted onto another. Material, size, concentration, and formulation can change the experience. Dr. Melaxin declares marine sponge material and hydrolyzed sponge, but not the product-specific dimensions needed to jump from contain spicules to works like professional microneedling.
Microneedling in a bottle. They don't replace professional treatments. But my concern level has gone up since my last video. I can no longer say these needles.
That is a category-level opinion from a dermatologist discussing VT and related spicule creams. It is not medical advice about this serum, and it is not proof that Dr. Melaxin causes harm. It is a useful ceiling on the comparison. A cosmetic with needle-like particles and a professional procedure are not automatically interchangeable because social media gives them similar names. The uncertainty extends beyond results. Dr. Dre, while reviewing VT Reedle Shot, said she wanted more long-term safety data for spicules. Again, the product was VT, not Dr. Melaxin. Her statement is not a warning that this pink serum is unsafe. It is a reminder that a fast-moving category can accumulate confident marketing faster than long-term evidence.
I'm really nervous about spicules. Call me paranoid, but I would just like to see more long-term safety data with.
Now return to the bottle. The page gives us a full ingredient list: marine sponge spicules, vitamin B12, wrinkle language, and a statement that testing was completed. It also says, approved for reducing wrinkles, but does not identify the approver or link a method. And the captured page still does not show particle measurements for this formula. Liquid microneedling remains creator wording unless the brand makes the same verifiable claim in a source we can show. That does not cancel the product, it narrows the verdict to what the public evidence can actually carry.
No, I don't think that this is actually a microneedling alternative.
Our verdict is narrower and more revealing. The formula lists sponge-derived material. Users report a physical sensation. A different spicule product has shown needle-like structures under a microscope. But nobody in the evidence we located independently measured the needles in this exact bottle, and user footage does not establish a procedure-equivalent result. The scandal is not that the serum contains nothing. It is that certainty travels further than product-specific proof. Published particle specifications, test methods, and a reviewable study could change the answer. Until then, if the needles are the selling point, where is the test of this bottle?